What do you know, kids? I thought I'd show you some of the aggravation along with this job of relining the skirts. Hardest part is getting the old dead gum stuff off. I'll use a big wide stitch groover and get in here and go over the top of the existing thread as much as possible. You can see where there's some spots where I still got some thread coming through, but I don't want to dig too deep either, because then I'm not sewing a whole bunch of leather. I'm digging that gouge deeper than it needs to be. So anyway, once you get all the way around with that tool comes the fun part. And that's literally just ripping the old piece off, which is no fun whatsoever, because depending on who made the saddle, I don't use a contact cement when I do this. I use a rubber cement because eventually, yes, this stuff will need to be replaced. And if it's got that permanent contact cement on there, it's a 2-hour job just to get this off. You also got... All right, I had that camera dropped, so we came back to you. Anyway, the fun part, like I was trying to describe, I don't know how much y'all got, but use a rubber glue for about 2 inches when you do these. Whether it's a new one or a used, refleece or reline, whatever you want to call it. And I also got to get rid of these stitches right there, because that's a thing they do now. They'll, instead of using strings, I'm trying not to hit that camera again too. And I've already cut these off from the other side. And this is why I don't do a lot of repairs. This is my neighbor. So I told him I would about 5 months ago. I've been putting it off, but I finally said, you know what, I'm tired of putting it off. I got a shout out to my buddy Tommy Kuntz, who gave me these things. God, probably 30 years ago. I've used them to do everything from hanging sheet metal air conditioning duct years ago to pulling nails and stuff. Just the other day in that, me working on my trailer out there, taking that old barn wood to even doing this right here. So if you got any horseshoeing friends, buddy up to them. Grab you a pair of these bad boys here. I've never once had to sharpen them. Of course, these are made in the USA. I can't see who made them, but they'll be hard to find today in a made in the USA deal. Now, the other day I did a video about sewing machine versus hand stitching, and everybody says, oh, when you sew machine it, it falls apart because you can pull that string and it falls apart. Well, guess what? No, it doesn't fall apart, because you're going to glue it before you put it together anyway. And look at all the trouble I had to go to get it to that point. But anyway, that's just one of them Facebook arguments. Come here, Leather. Well, I'm gonna turn y'all loose because this ought to be enough to show you how aggravating this can be. So y'all go have you a good day as I peel the back of this off, at least that halfway mark I'm at there. I had to stop because of that right there. I was afraid to pull that up, but I did anyway. That is how they did the plugs on these. They didn't go all the way up. That's why when you see these production saddles get some age in them, they got a real big curl right there because they don't bother to plug their skirts up where they need to be. And you can see over here on this one, they had a lot more glue on this one than they did on this one. So this one's not as rough. But anyway, y'all go have a good day. Toodaloo, buckaroos, and happy Day of the Cowboy. Like I said, happy Day of the Cowboy, which in my world is every day. But I'm glad they set a day aside for us. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Toodaloo, buckaroos, and come see me at davidmillssaddlery.com. Bye now.